What's going on, family? This is Terrell. I just wanted to give another video log. We just came back. I'm back at the pastor's house now, but we just came back from a few things. We did some street evangelism. Like, we were in the middle of the market. We were handing out tracts and everything, right? We were ministering to the people in the town. There were just hundreds and hundreds of people. Like, the markets, it's like there's just, you just see blankets and tables and things spread out all over the place from like corner to corner. Like, there's no room. Like, the whole street is a complete market, and everybody's selling this and selling that or doing this and that. And like, our team, what we do is we came out with the tracks, God bless you, God bless you. And again, it's funny because I know how big I am. I know I'm a big guy, I'm a black guy, and people aren't. I'm looking at myself like I'm getting darker, because of the sun. People don't expect that. So, like, you give up this big guy, you see them and they're looking at you, and then you want to hand them a track, and they're like, right? But literally, all you do, you just smile and be like, Dios te bendiga, God bless you, and you smile, and then they're like, oh, okay, maybe he won't eat me. But no, it was absolutely amazing, very humbling. One of the pastors, what he did, they got the what's it called, the loudspeaker, the megaphone, and he was just in the middle of the market preaching, and then all of us like lined up in different areas and just passed out tracts to everybody. Then we went around town, prayed for some of the people there. They would just come up and everything, and then after that we came back. We came to another spot and just met up, got to see the town a little bit. It's really great. It's just amazing. I want to buy a sombrero, one of those hats, because they're really cool and I want one. I'm taking one back with me. I'm gonna do everything, but it costs like, I think, 30 casats, which is like $4 in America, but still, 30 just sounds like a big number. Yeah, I'm gonna try to bring some Guatemalan money back too. It's really cool looking. Anyway, after that, we came back, we rested for a minute, and then we went out. What they have is, we have a radio station. So what ends up happening is, we will go to the radio station. The pastors, they go on there and they just start preaching or start reading the word or start ministering. And when people hear the radio, when they hear that there are people ministering on the radio, they actually come from the middle of from all over, and they walk to the radio station because they know that there are pastors and that there are people of God in the radio station, and they want to get prayed over for healing, over their finances and things like that. We just like made a whole bunch of bags, like these huge bags for the widows, and they've got like candy, toilet paper, all these necessities, things like that. It's just half of us went over to do street ministry, and the other half were preparing the things, and then they're actually going to go over to the widows' houses to sing, to pray with them, to minister to their needs. It's amazing. One of my favorite parts of today is, and I have some video footage of it. I'm going to find a way to link it and make another album for it, but I saw these kids. They are the cutest kids ever. They're hilarious too, and they just crowd around you. Like, once there was like 2 or 3 of them there, and they're just smiling at you, and they're like, and they just keep waving and smiling and waving and smiling, right? And then they'll finally come up to you and they'll be like, so what's your name? And they'll ask, like, how old are you? ¿Cuántos tienes años? ¿Cuántos tienes años? Or whatever. And like, you start talking to one, and then I turned around and I was surrounded. Like, there were like 30 of them. And then so I'm like, oh, hey, how are you? They saw I had my gum. They were like, oh, I can have one, whatever, like that. So I just snuck a couple to the side, gave them like, here's some gum, whatever. And then they started asking me questions. It was just so fun. And then we started playing with them. I started acting like I was Godzilla, so I was like running around and like, ah, and then running around in circles. It was hilarious. But the kids are just so sweet. They're so innocent. And then all of a sudden, all they do, they just ran up, they just started hugging me, and it just blessed my heart. It really blessed me. I love it here in Guatemala, man. The people are amazing. Everybody's so hospitable. There's just so much love, and it's amazing how there can be so much love in a place where there's so much need. And when we live in a place where we have so much and we don't show as much love. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I'm so comfortable here. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm learning so much about the people here. what it really means to be in need, and what it really means to trust God to supply and to just love on people. And that's what it's about. That's how we spread the word, right? That's how we show. Sometimes, people just know. The guy says that you'll know my people by their love, right? Their fruit, their love. And that's what we have to do. We have to continue to show God's people love. We got to show them love. So even, yeah, we had to go all the way out to Guatemala, but right here, right where you're at, just start showing the love. Show the love of Christ, and that will minister to people and exponentially. You never know exactly what you're doing. You never know exactly what's going on in the spiritual when you just do something just simple like meet a need. We had a tour guide, and she, not tour guide, but she spoke Kichi, and she ministered with us. She's this sweet old lady. Her name is Elena, and we were walking into the stores, and and anytime, we walked into the store and stuff, and we saw her looking at something. We saw her looking at a pair of glasses. We're like, oh, how much is that? How much is that? They're like, oh no. She's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They're like, no. And they turned around, and she picked out glasses or whatever, and bought glasses for her. And then, she went to the store, and she was thirsty, but she didn't want to say anything. She was just looking. They turned around, picked up the thing. What do you want? Bought it for her. And she was walking around with her new glasses and right, with her drink and just living it up. And it just meant so much to her. And she just, we just love her, man. I got the footage. I got some footage, man, but it's just absolutely amazing over here. And God is amazing. Like, you hear all the noise in the background. Those are the kids. The kids are out of school now. So they go into the courtyard of the school. It's inside the church. They go into the courtyard of the school and they just go crazy. They're hilarious. So I'll try to upload some of the videos later. Just wanted to give you a quick update, fam. Love you. We have a service tonight, so I'm going to try to vlog again, right after the service. All right. Hope you're having a great one. God bless you, and peace.